Yeah, it's your boy E3, son of the legendary godfather, gangster rap, Eric Easy, right? And yeah, you rockin' with NUGL TV. You know, we rich and ruthless, baby. Once again, NUGL TV, rich and ruthless, baby. We choose to keep it real. Really though.
Well, another week has went by. Another prosperity month has kicked in. And we're back again with my today's co-partner, nephew, you dig, business associate.
Do I need to say it?
We back at NUGL TV. I got my main man, E3 in the building. What's up, E3?
Oh, man, you know. The sun, the clouds, the rains came down. Other than that, we just trying to escape these drops. You know, I wanted to wash my car.
Well,
but you know, what was the point when we get this bad little case of rain?
Yeah.
But other than that, I've been chilling. I've been in the cut, man.
Okay.
Watching these NBA games, you know.
You've been putting some clouds
doing
up.
a family thing here and there. But other than that,
right there, man. Have you put some clouds up too?
all the time.
You be putting clouds up?
You can tell right now. Come on now. I'm fresh out of the clouds. I mean, that's just how things go, man.
Today, man, we kicking in some real good business, man.
Business like.
Talk about that money.
Talk about it.
Talk about how they can get it.
How can they?
Using Dama Financial. Let's give it up for Dama Financial, man.
Thank you.
We have a very, what we have?
Should I say it again?
I wish you would.
We have a VIG.
VIG in the
in the
game.
house.
Yes,
a very
it is.
important guest. We're going to let you introduce yourself and let
Do
them
that.
know why you're here.
You
Mr.
have the table.
Well, thank you guys both for having me.
I
Appreciate
appreciate
it.
that, man.
Eric Kaufman from Dama Financial. You talked about getting that money.
Getting that money.
We help you deposit that money.
That's what I'm
and
talking
use it.
about. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell you?
Put it in the right
We're going to get
place.
to it, man.
Also, I made the mistake of getting my car washed. So
See? Now he got a mud pile on
No, but it
car.
depends on if you got the $8.99, the $10.99, or the $15.29. Did you get the $15.29?
I did. So they give me a free wash if it rains within 24 hours.
See?
That's right. Dama Financial in the motherfucking building, man.
That's
We
right.
appreciate you having me here. Let's get a applause.
Thank you.
For coming down here, man. Up in Sacramento, the
Well,
company.
We have offices in San Francisco, L.A., Austin, and Kansas City.
Give us a little overview of the company, man. Let everybody know what Dama. I've been talking about it since I've been hearing about it. I know we in the magazine. You're gonna have the front cover, if I understand of that. Tell us a little bit about it.
What we do is that we provide access through our bank partners to FDIC insured banking.
Okay.
So, by way of background,
Yeah.
not from the cannabis industry,
Yeah.
but from the payments and banking industry.
Straight up.
Which is, if you ask me, what you want on this side of the business.
Yeah.
And our two co-founders had actually taken two payments companies public, which is great. But one of the things to note is that one of the fundamental value propositions of both of those companies
Yes.
was moving cash-based economies to banked and digital.
Okay.
That's all we're doing here with cannabis. It's mostly a cash industry.
Yeah.
We're trying to bank it transparently, compliantly at FDIC insured banks, and then allow you to transact digitally so you can operate just as if you were a non-cannabis related business.
How long have we been here in the United States? Let's take Colorado for recreational cannabis, recreational safe, what they call it, safe access. I know there was a medical side, and there was a lot of money getting transacted. And then there was the recreational side. And then when it went legal, we heard about all this money getting made to these local retailers in Colorado, but they didn't have a bank to put the money in. Did that concept come from that? And how did that business model transcend to this business model by putting that FDCI insured on your money? Because it's a trust factor, me making this money, and then how does that work? How does that work?
Yeah, I think
The process.
before we actually started the show with some of your colleagues, we were talking about this.
Yeah.
One of the most difficult things that we deal with is misinformation and quote unquote competitors doing it the wrong way.
Yeah.
So people have been burned. Right.
Yeah.
If they've been
That's
in this
what I wanna
industry for
discuss.
any amount of time,
Yeah.
they've been burned.
Right.
And taken advantage of. So
Right.
we have to overcome that.
Right.
And the way we do it is, we're fortunate we have a team of people that come from this industry, and we operate very differently than most others out there, in that we find FDIC insured banks or OCC insured banks that make a decision they want to be in cannabis.
Wow.
Right? It's a risk-based decision on their part.
Right.
The board signs off, but then they understand they don't know how to do it.
Right.
And the it part, that all comes down to compliance.
Right.
They're not set up to run that program. So they partner with us to literally run the cannabis program on their behalf.
Got it.
So the application processing, onboarding, customer servicing, the customer does that all through us. We provide all of the compliance for the bank.
Got it.
All of the reporting.
Got
so
it.
at the end of the day, the customer's user experience feels like Dama Financial, but in fact, they have an account at an FDIC insured bank that knows they're banking cannabis, and they'll know the name of that bank, right? So they can reach out.
Right. I love it, man. That right there is the trust factor.
Yep.
I was talking to another business partner of mine how he would feel about that. You know what I mean? And there's, like you said, trust factors.
Well, I'll give you a good example of trust. So one of the services we offer is Armor Car Cash Pickup, right? Dispensary, cultivator,
right.
Sitting on a bunch of cash.
Right.
They'll open an account with us.
Right.
We know they have $500,000 that needs to be picked up. They'll schedule an Armor Car pickup. We'll pick up $10,000.
Ooh.
We know they're testing us, right?
Yeah.
Does the money get picked up? Does it end up in their account next day? It does. Then the next pickup is for $490,000.
Okay, so now they do a test.
They do a test. And so we see that, and I don't blame them. And so we welcome that. So they test, they vet it, they test it, they see it works, and then they take advantage of all the other products and services.
So I like that because the system and what you built, the model you built, whatever that model is, it's like a wire transfer from your end to their account end. It's like ACH or something like that, or
kind of. So what happens is, and it depends which part of or which product that you're taking advantage of.
Yes.
But the first thing is, we went down the middle of the fairway.
Okay.
Right. That means we decided to work within the banking system to develop this, not
Right.
go around it,
Yeah,
not
right.
try to
Go
invent
in,
something
yeah,
new.
yeah.
Just it's harder, takes longer, and it's
Yeah.
more expensive to build. But it's built for sustainability, and it's built to be compliant. So that's why we work with the banks and on behalf of our bank partners to provide access to this to the customers. So then what you get is, if the Armor Car picks up the cash, next day you have access to it in your account. From there, you can write checks. You could pay your bills. You could do ACH. You could do wires. Wow. At the retail side, we have a merchant processing solution. It's a digital consumer wallet. So think of it as Venmo meets the Starbucks app.
Yep.
Customers can go in, boop, pay with their phone.
I got to knock on that.
Instant.
Okay.
Instant
It makes me
access.
feel comfortable to even influence your game, influence that business. It makes me feel comfortable to help promote that business. Because you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, because here, like at the retail side, right?
Yeah.
So many dispensaries have used some sort of merchant processing. And merchant processing is when customers come in and they use some sort of card or electronic form of payment as a customer. So many retailers have used these, quote, workaround solutions.
Yes.
And at the end, that solution gets shut down.
Yeah.
And then their money is actually sitting in reserves with the merchant processor.
Wow.
And they'll never see that money because the processor's shut down.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
So with our solution, it's same-day settlement. Customer pays with their phone. The money's in the merchant's account. I can't say instantly, but same-day settlement.
Yeah.
So there are no reserves. So the merchant, the retailer, has access to those funds to use them however they want right away. They don't have to wait 3 to 5 business days or 3 to 4 weeks in the cannabis industry. It's next day. They can do whatever they want, really, that day. So it's pretty remarkable. And then because we come from this industry, we know how to build the system. So we assume all the fraud risk, all the chargeback risk.
Right.
And we're about to roll out consumer credit.
Okay.
Whereby a customer downloads the app, we can load their wallet, $100, $200, $300, whatever they've been pre-approved for. And then they go into dispensary, they've got $150, $200 in their wallet to buy product with. And for the retailer, that increases the cart size.
Yes, it does. Do y'all finance?
We have a very small lending platform that we're piloting.
Tiny, a little
tiny one, right?
Pilot.
But it's coming. It's coming.
No, good.
It's the number one question we get.
Yes.
Is, do you offer financing?
That was something that came to me.
That's a for sure question.
Yeah,
that you
one
know,
of
that's like-
yours. Yeah.
number one answer.
Yeah.
But we will. It's on the product roadmap, and given this is actually how we build products. We're out in the marketplace. We talk to the customers, whether that's a cultivator, distributor, retailer, home delivery. They give us feedback. They tell us, do you do this? Do you do that? And we say, all right, well, I've heard that 3-4 times. We need to do that. You know, as long as it fits in our business model, we need to do that. We can build that.
Suggestions.
Yeah, because we really feel like we're helping solve problems. Yeah, we offer financial services, but we like to be collaborative, and we learn from the customer. And if they tell us they need something and we can build it, we'll go build it.
Yeah. Wow, that's like starting a union.
Yeah.
I need my dues, okay? Now, so let's see. I'm a up-and-coming retailer. My business has been booming. I'm having issues putting my money in the bank, and I'm sliding it this way. I got it at home in my safe. How do you convince that retailer? What is the pitch to convince a retailer? Hey, like you said, the test pilot.
So most of those retailers have 2, 3, 4 different bank accounts at other banks under different names that don't advertise that they're cannabis necessarily. But every month, one of those banks figures out that they're cannabis and they shut them down immediately. Now, my personal bank, I won't give the name, but I'm not a big fan of the bank. But I've been with them for 20-something years because it's a headache to change all your bill pay and all that stuff. So imagine if you're a business and you're having to find a new bank account every single month. Don't you want something sustainable? And by the way, so for example, we had a customer that had over 57 entities to run their business. We were able to streamline that down to 5 or 6 entities.
Wow.
Imagine the time, energy, and money that saved by being able to go to one sustainable solution. That's a big deal.
Okay.
From 56, you said?
Yeah, 57.
So
57.
So how can you explain how you rolling this program out? Is it in SAC? You rolling out in SAC?
So no, we can operate in all 50 states.
Okay.
Our largest concentration of customers are in California.
Okay.
In Sacramento, though, we've rolled out a really interesting product. It's called Cash to Tax.
Yes.
And that product is basically a slimmed down version of our traditional bank account. And the city, as the municipality, is encouraging all its licensed operators to open this cash to tax account with us. And what that allows a licensed operator to do, and that's anybody from a cultivator to anybody in the industry.
Right.
They can open that account in 24 hours because it allows for 2 things. To schedule armor car cash pickup and processing. Next day, those funds are in your account, and then you can only do one thing. You could pay your taxes and licensing fees to the city electronically.
Yes.
So we help take the cash. So now you don't have to drive across town with a duffel bag of cash to a state and building that's got security guards counting cash that's not really set up to do that.
Right.
So we help improve the public safety.
Yep.
Right. We reduce the public safety risk. And then we increase the collection of tax revenue, which is really why they legalized this, was to collect tax revenue.
I like that program, man, because in this industry, at the end of the day, everything's going to be legal. Now, what happens when they pass these rules and they bring this this cannabis marijuana to the front? It's legal, it's recreational everywhere. And the banks say, come on, bring us your money. What do you do?
Great question.
I mean, seriously.
We get that. That's a good question.
Yeah.
So first, we spend a lot of time in Washington, D.C. lobbying.
Yeah.
The way that the States Act and the SAFE Act, those are the two pieces of legislation out there, are written are very poorly. The way they're written today, it would be easier to bank weed than alcohol. And that's not the intent, right?
Right.
That's not the intent, because it takes one bad actor to bring this whole house down. So we're trying to help encourage those bills. Everybody should have access to compliant banking.
True.
Now, once it becomes federally legal, and that's still a ways off, right? It's not going to happen this year. This year we've got an election, right?
Yeah.
But maybe next year. And then it's 12 to 18 months before, once it's passed, that the law is actually going into effect. You need to have some legislation with teeth to it. Once that happens, my opinion is that you're going to have a lot of banks looking at this industry. But today, there are only 4 major banks that bank alcohol on any scale. A lot of smaller banks touch alcohol, of course, but on any real scale. And that's because roughly 30% of the alcohol industry still operates in cash. Right. Don't think about Miller or Coors or anything, right? But think your local liquor store, your local bar.
I started though.
Yeah, right.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. So all that cash makes it a high risk industry because it creates opportunity for money laundering. So that's why a lot of banks stay away from it, because it's high risk and they don't have the compliance system set up.
Yes.
So once cannabis gets federally legalized and it's federally legal to bank it, we believe that you'll have a lot of banks looking at it. Not all those banks are going to end up getting into it. They're all going to take a peek.
Yeah.
But then you're going to have you're going to have more banks that want our service to run the program on their behalf.
There it is. That's like what we did. With,
One of those too good to be true.
No, it was a company. When we first started doing streaming up north. It was a company called I forget the name of it. But anyway, bottom line is that company, Universal Distribution, didn't have a streaming platform, and they had a company called what is that buzzing sound? They had a company called Fontana, which was another arm of Universal, signing independence. And what Universal Fontana did was bought the streaming service and had that streaming service to bring in all the urban content, sign them. And then I can see that platform happening because Universal said, hey, we want to keep our hands clean of the independent artists. You deal with that, but we'll collect the money and pay you.
Right.
So I like that because that platform you just said, the bank can say, okay, you know what? Dama's been doing this. They got the platform. They in there. Let's just run that through them. And then I think you guys' arms going to get very busy at that time. You ever thought about, as you guys grow to actual put in like an ATM service at the dispensaries? I'm just looking at another revenue stream for you guys to really...
You bring up a good point. So I believe I said it earlier. We try to help solve problems. And one of the things that we do is that we try to connect good people with good people.
Yeah.
Right? And what we found with a lot of the dispensaries, one of the number one issues they had were ATMs that were non-compliant.
Yeah.
Right? So we went out and found a couple of ATM providers that will do it compliantly. So if you have an ATM or you need an ATM, we'll just recommend it. We don't get anything for it. We don't want anything for it. Here's a good solution. This is what they do all day, every day. Use them as an ATM provider in your dispensary, and we know they're doing it the right way.
So what if I say, okay, I got some ATMs. I want to lease through your company. I want you to do all my transactions. I'm going to put these things in these dispensaries, but I want to put Dama Financial on it. That's going to brand you. The owner of the dispensary is going to come in there every day. You know, see an armored car guy come up that looks the part, unlock it, follow it, hey, all right, we out. But it's really another company who's really running, but it's just that Dama Financial. If I can just see 70 dispensaries with Dama Financial ATMs in there, it's a win-win.
So you're hired as our chief marketing officer.
I'm in. I'm about to tell the CEO of NUGL, I just got me an opportunity, man.
You're an opportunist.
Financial game up.
Really though.
So tell me, E, how can we find you, or how can a dispensary find you, or a concerned consumer, or anybody that's looking at this, how can they find you?
So you just visit the website, damafinancial.com.
Can you spell it out? Because a lot of people...
D like dog,
Yeah.
A-M like Mary, A, financial, damafinancial.com.
Okay.
And then if you want to download the consumer app, so you can go to a dispensary and pay with your phone, paytender.com.
Paytender.com, and that's in the Apple Store?
It's not in the Apple Store. You just go to paytender.com.
Oh, that's the website.
Just the website, and then you download.
Cool.
the.
What is that
wallet.
again?
Paytender.com.
Paytender.com. I'm downloading it now.
First name, last name, email, phone number. That's it.
And I got mine.
And if you're a customer,
Paytender.com.
There you go. Paytender.com. And then if you're a customer, when you download the app, you can either directly link your bank account or not. And if you don't, when you go to pay, you use your debit card.
I like that. Eric, I really appreciate you coming in here, man.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Any shout outs?
Just to Dama Financial.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's right.
DamaFinancial.com.
I'm going to be the CRO.
Had to.
Hey, man, let's give it for Dama Financial for coming in. This is another TV Money World, man. I appreciate you coming through, man. much success, and we're definitely going to do some things. I want to put you on the panel of a conference we're putting together very soon, and that would.
I'd love it.
I love it. Appreciate that. Y'all heard it first. Big A, man. E3.
Really, though. That's all I'm gonna say.
Really though. Good looking. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.